So the other day when we were using this while I were on it, it started to get a bit warm, a bit hot on temperature dial, so it shouldn't do, it's full of water and everything, but it gets a lot of dust in it, because since this machine does a lot of cleaning calf sheds out, bedding, like cutting straw bales to shed, and it does a lot of dusty work, so dust always gets filled up in radiator and in air filters. There's another air filter I've just got clean out, which we'll get out in a minute, but it's a big radiator, so it's got plenty of room for airflow. It's got a big fan, so it's ever so often I just come and blow it all out with the compressor, just so it's, because it doesn't do it overly good when it's when radiator's full of dust and everything, and you can see it all blowing out and everything, so it's a lot easier to do it now than when it's too late. So behind here there'll be another air filter. So if you just undo these two clips, should probably want cleaning a bit, and that should turn like that. So that needs doing. Bit of dirt in there. Should be white, like pure white. So there's a lot of dust in there, and then in here there's another one. I have had two new of these put on it before, but if I can, I try and clean them. Just so often, just keep cleaning them. I think I get the last one it'll be end of last year, so probably once a year, next September or October, try and get some brand new ones and put another new one in. Well, that's as good as we're going to get it, so we'll leave it at that, but it's surprising how dust can just get anywhere on a machine, especially on this because it's always in it, so we've done well there, make it last a bit longer, get another year out of it. Here's his next job. As you can see, a few branches and that have pulled the wall down, which always happens when there's trees, but this field's what we graze, so it wants just sorting out so cows and everything don't just try and start hugging trees. Not the prettiest wall I've ever done, I must admit. But it's only a rough thing because there's not going to be too much pressure on it, and it's not got to look beautiful because no doubt next year bits of this will already have fallen again when trees and branches and stuff have fallen again on it. So it's just a thing that you have to do every year just because. And also when the leaves come on the trees, the cows try and scratch on the wall and they try and eat the leaves off the tree. So, since I've just bottle fed, I've got 2 sheep left that haven't lambed, that have got bag, like they're gonna lamb. I'm in my sheep pen area. Anyway, I've got 2 sheep left that haven't lambed, and anyway, one of them's lambing. I don't scan them, should do, but anyway, one of them's lambing, so we'll go and lamb it now. I just need to get myself some gloves. Long sleeve gloves and lambing rope. So she's just in that corner there, scratching about. I've got my lambing rope and a glove. They'll all probably be thinking I'm up to something, so they'll all run off. She is an old sheep, this is, and so she shouldn't really be like and tight. It should be fairly loose round her, so it shouldn't be too many issues, but hopefully it's just 1, maybe 2. Bit of lubricant. Alright, love. Alright. Hell of a good mum she is, she's always been like this. Aren't you? I have to have a see if she's going over. Yeah, she's going over. Don't know what that is. So there we have it, 2 live happy lambs, so far so good, touch wood. I didn't lamb her, I only lambed her stood up on later on because she's an old sheep and I didn't really want to be throwing her around and everything, so if she stood up for me then I may as well just lamb her stood up. I don't want stress her out too much, and she lambed alright and everything. It were a little bit tight, but it weren't the two big lambs, to be honest with her. But yeah, we'll have to see how we go on when we get them. When we take them in tonight, we'll leave them there, and then later Ruby's on her way because she's just finished work. It's 5 o'clock. So when Ruby's there, we'll try and get them down and in a pen, just so they can bond a bit better than all in one group. So yeah, we'll catch you then. So me and Ruby have put them in now, in the pen. It were a bit, we walked them down. I had one lamb, Ruby had one lamb, we walked them through. And we've also just milked, we've just fed them some colostrum. So they'll be alright till later. Just right. So they've had a bottle between them. I'd say one's probably had a bit more than the other because of one knows where teat is. Like I say, she's an old sheep, and also she's not really milky, these Texel sheep. So she's not like, she won't be first in trough. She is old, you can tell she's old. So she hasn't really got the most milk, so we're just helping her out a bit. She sadly will probably have to go this year. That's the last lambs, because it's just how it is. Just that she's getting old, and time's just taking its toll on her a bit. What I'm gonna do, I've just got two more bottles there that I've got to go and feed some of the lambs. But when I come back, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her come and have all this area, just so she can sort of wander about and eat if she wants. Got endless supply of water, so just to give her a bit more room. So we'll do that. So since it's such a nice day today and it's giving it like this for a good while yet, tomorrow we're going to let us milk cows out, so which will help with the workload. So it's going to be last time straw chopping at night, well, afternoon. I do it twice a day, one at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then now about 4 o'clock when we're starting milking at night. So it'll be the last time doing it at night, thank goodness. Been a long time coming. So there we have it, job done. I'll be still doing me sawdust and lime on cubicles, carrying that on, but that's boring and I'm not going to film that because you've seen enough of me doing that. But yeah, on to the next job. So it's a bit later now for them, if I can get a word in. It's a bit later now, so I'm feeding them again, but they've ventured out the pen. It is hard trying to spray paint lambs when you're on your own doing it, but what I'm going to do tonight is put them back in the pen that the individual pen for tonight, just because they're basically just not even a day old yet. So put them back in there just for tonight, and then tomorrow they'll probably go with the others. So yeah, I think that'll do. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everyone.